Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Lorelai Shamayo, and this is MeWe Fairs for energizing body, mind, heart, and soul. We have events throughout the Northwest and many online. We interview our practitioners and vendors, so you get a chance to know who we are before you meet us at an event. I'm excited to be here today with Jim Kellner. Jim, it's lovely to be with you.
Yeah, it's nice to be here with you too, Lorelai.
Thank you. So, what do you do? What are you sharing with people at our events?
Well, I'm a hypnotherapist. I've been a hypnotherapist for about 12 years, also a comedy stage hypnotist. So I kind of do both areas. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited about it because it literally changed my life 15 years ago, changed my life completely. I was doing something totally completely different.
Wow, wow. And then I understand too that you now help run things in the community. So you make a big impact, not only with your clients, but also with the larger community of practitioners. So what do you do there?
Yeah, Laura, I kept having this kind of burning question. So the slogan of my business, and probably a lot of people in this kind of work, is "Your success is my success," and I really I feel that strongly. And what I started doing was asking myself this question: How can I help more people? How can I help more people and more? And every year I keep asking more and more. And it's funny because when you ask, the universe delivers. It goes, and actually it was a colleague of mine, Anthony Gitch, had this idea to start a conference here in the Northwest. And then he approached me and said, I had this idea to start a conference for hypnotists. And I said, hey, same page. And so, I mean, it's just blossomed. And so now we're doing an annual event, the Pacific Northwest Hypnosis Conference down in Tacoma.
Oh, right. Okay. It's in Tacoma. So yeah, right up here, Northwest.
Yep.
Exciting. And so what happens at the conference? How long does it go? And what are the different activities and events? And yeah, tell us about it.
Okay. Yeah. So the really cool thing that we've done with this conference, and as far as I know, we're the only hypnosis conference that is doing it anyway now, maybe ever. We're actually having a community day. So we've got 2 days, June 3rd and 4th, where hypnotists and even body workers and Reiki practitioners and all these folks like this can come in and learn skills for their business, so they can get better at the skills of hypnosis and Reiki and these kind of things. And then we also have even business people that are coming in, like a business lawyer, so that you can come in and get an hour talk about what do you need to look out for when you go into business. But then on Saturday, June 3rd, we have a completely separate track that is really aimed at the general public. And so we're inviting the public to come in at a reduced rate. So that's anybody that's interested in this kind of stuff. We've got Mary Lee LeBay, who's a well-known practitioner in this area. She's going to be doing a past life regression class and demonstration. We've got people talking about stress and just a whole lot of great topics for the public.
Mm-hmm. Wow, exciting. And so it's a 3-day conference, 3 day.
2 day, Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. Okay, great. All right, cool. Well, how to say, so what is your practice like with your clients? Are there certain things that you specialize in, or like what do people come to you for?
Mostly what people come to, what I finally, it was for a long time, I was a generalist and I was just helping everybody with everything. And if you're a business person, that's not a good way to do things. I'll just tell you right now. Mostly, they always tell you got to have a niche. And what I realized a while back was the people I really like talking with are the people that were in the same place that I was 15 years ago. So what I really help people do is break through the limiting beliefs and behaviors that are holding them back from really kind of living their best life, following their passion.
Mm-hmm. Great. And is there anything that you want to say about your life before that got you to that point when you said 15-ish years ago?
Yeah. So, it's funny because I'd been introduced to hypnosis. I mean, way back when I was 17 or 18, I was trying to hypnotize my little sister with a book from the library. I'm like, look at the candle. Your eyes are getting heavy. Your eyes are getting heavy. And I don't know if she was hypnotized or not, but it took me a long time to finally get the courage up to actually go take some classes. And then I still didn't do anything with it. But then I was going through a really bad place. I was in terrible shape. And I wasn't doing any kind of exercise. I was eating just all the wrong foods. I was working about 15 hours a week. I'd gotten laid off during the big slowdown, like back about 15 years ago, from teaching massage therapy. And I mean, it's funny when I don't know if you've ever gone through this, but if you ever get laid off or something, you think, wow, I've got all this time on my hands. I'm going to do great things. I'm going to write a book and do all these things. And I did nothing. because I ended up, it's always easy to go, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And I ended up just watching TV. And then finally, just something just hit me. I'd been wanting to for years to start meditation and to start, being a little healthier. And I finally just said, you know what, I'm going to just start doing just a couple minutes a day. And I start with 2 minutes of meditation and a 5-minute walk. That was my start. And I started listening to hypnosis recordings by Paul McKenna. And all of a sudden, things just started going nuts for me. I mean, my whole life changed. I wrote down some goals. I said, I'm going to be a hypnotherapist in 6 months. And within 4 months, I was a practicing hypnotherapist, making my living from it. And it's just gone up ever since.
Wow. That's great. I know I had a huge transition at that point in time too. The economy was crazy. And so many of us, it's so great, right? And the direction you went and all that's opened.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so excited. So I got
What's that baby's name?
on the video, and it's an active community over here. All right, back down on the floor, buddy. Well, if people want to learn more about you and learn more about the conference, where do they go?
Best place to go would be pnwhypnosisconference.com. And they can get all the info. And my partner and I are also launching a new company, Hypnotic Heroes, where we put on seminars for helping folks, businesses and just groups of people to get over anxiety, smoking, and a variety of issues. And that's hypnoticheroes.com.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. I'm excited to have you be part of the community, excited the community is expanding and growing, and support for everyone in the community and exposing more people to what hypnotherapy is and the impact it can make.
Awesome. Thanks, Lorelei.
You're very welcome. And for all of you listening and watching, you can learn about more of our events at mewefairs.com, MEWEFAIRS.com.